Hi, Algebra 2 students. We're going to learn about parabolas today. Definition of a parabola is a set of all points equidistant. That means the same distance from a given point, which we call the focus, which you've learned about in an ellipse. So it's equidistant from a given point and a given line. And that line is called the directrix. So, for example, in this picture, we have a given point, which we're going to put here at the coordinate of 0, p. This given line, we're going to put directly underneath it. That's at the equation of y equals negative p, p units down. And if we take points and we put them the same distance away from this point and this line, remember, if you measure the distance to a line, that would be the direct, straight, perpendicular distance to line, and you measure the distance to the point. Those two segments would be equal. And you can do that with lots of points, including this one right in the middle. It's the same distance to the point as it is to the line. You go on the left side. Here's a point over here. It's the same distance to the line as it is to the point. Here's another one right about here. Same distance to the line as it is to the point. You can do that many, many times over on measuring distances are the same. If you connect all those points now, that shape of all of those points are the same distance to the point 0p and that line y equals negative p creates a parabola. In this case, the equation is going to be y equals 1 over 4p is the coefficient in front of the x squared. The focus is at 0p. The directrix is at y equals negative p. And then if we shift this equation off of that center point of 0, 0, it's going to be that same idea of h and k. It's y minus k. It still has the same coefficient of 1 over 4p. And x minus h quantity squared. Now the parabola can open in different ways. That you already know this from the past. If we take a parabola and we take that same focus is at 0, negative p, and that given line we're going to put up at y equals positive p, then the parabola this time, centered at, or the vertex is at 0, 0, is going to wrap around that focus in a downward direction. So this one is the same equation, but the coefficient is a negative. So negative 1 over 4p x squared means the parabola is opening down. The focus is down below the vertex of 0, 0 at 0, negative p. The directrix is above it at y equals positive p. And if you move it off that center point or that vertex of 0, 0, you can shift it again using h and k. The k goes with the y, and the h goes with the x. These two parabolas open up and down. That's what you're used to in past classes and past chapters. We could also take this same idea and make the equation move so it opens to the right or the left. So if we put the focus over here on the right at P0, the line this time for the directrix is going to be a vertical line at x equals negative p, which means that the vertex is at 0, 0. It's still going to wrap around the focus, but it's going to open to the right, which means our variables are actually also going to switch as well. So our equation is x equals 1 over 4p, and y is getting squared. Our focus is to the right at p0. The directrix is to the left as a vertical line of x equals negative p. And again, if you switch out our equation with the vertex moving to hk, remember the h is with the x, so it's x minus h. Our coefficient is still 1 over 4p, and it's y minus k quantity squared. We can do the same idea if we make it open to the left. If our focus is over here at negative p0, our directrix is on the right side this time, still a vertical line at x equals positive p. Our equation now, if our vertex is at 0, 0, it will wrap around the focus, but open to the left. That's the same equation as this one over here, except this time your coefficient is going to be negative. So this is a negative y squared equation. The focus is at negative p0. The directrix is x equals positive p. And again, if we shift it with h and k, the h again is with the x, and the k is with the y. So if it opens up and down, it's a y squared, or x squared. So this is a positive x squared if it opens up. This is a negative x squared if it opens down. And then if you open left and right, the y is getting squared. So if it opens to the right, it's a positive y squared. If it opens to the left, then it's a negative y squared.